But it's like these small things, and we talk a lot about this, these really details, that it might be just like turning point.
Team. Casey got to rotate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Scoop. I'm Ava Hanley, your host. I'm here with the fan favorite, my co-host.
Wow, Coach OB. Hey, guys.
And a special guest today. We have Caroline Dunn, our volleyball captain.
Hi.
We're going to come right back to you, but first we're going to do a quick 2-minute little recap of everything
week.
Fian from this week. It's actually like 2 weeks because...
Yeah, we were at a studio, we were on the road. Maybe we'll have some clips in here, but that was fun.
We were on the road, and then all things homecoming happened, and then we had to come back, little break. But we are back. So, starting right off, girls soccer remains number one.
Yes.
Shout out to them because that is crazy. I was at their game last Friday. Huge win, and then they won 2-0 Fenwick earlier this week. So that was really good. They're still number one.
Yeah.
Really good for them. Boys soccer is currently ranked 6th, and they just won 7-2 versus Fenwick earlier this week.
Okay, yep.
Field hockey, they have a really, really big game on Saturday versus Foxborough. I think that's away. And then Jordy, shout out to Jordy Higgins with her 100 points.
Insane.
That's like Fian record. I don't know if anyone's ever done that.
Were you at the game?
No, I wasn't. I wish I was, but it was crazy.
It was at the same time as the volleyball game. I was going back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
So the Scoop was getting the scoop all over.
It was great.
100 points.
That's
crazy.
Insane.
It happened and no one really knew if it was her that scored or someone else. We all kind of looking around and then someone started cheering. We were like, "Oh, Jordy!"
Yeah, right.
So the balloons came out. It was great. So shout out Jordy, great job.
It's time to go beast mode.
Jordy, another big congrats. Jordy scored her 100th point today. With the hat trick. Round of applause. They're clapping behind the camera too. Jordy, what did that feel like? How excited are you? Walk me through what you're feeling on the field today.
It was so exciting. I mean, I've been working toward this goal for a long time, but it was nice to be with my team and just have
Aww.
Football had a big win against BC High.
Yep, it was a big win. Everyone was really excited. The team played well. We practiced really well the week before. Coach P was super pumped about a big win against a storied D1 opponent. So it kind of was a bit of a measuring stick for us for where we are and where we want to be. And I think we're in a really good place. But we're on to the next week. Next week we have a bye week this week, and then next week we're traveling up to Fenwick. So we'll see how it goes. We're practicing hard.
I'm excited. I know BC High is like a legit team. I mean, I don't follow high school sports to the extent that
You're at
I
every
probably
game, though.
should.
You're at every football game.
Yeah.
She's called some plays, too, in the game.
Oh, of course.
She called those
I know
touchdowns,
she does.
actually.
Yeah, all
she
the
called
touchdowns
those,
are me.
she called those, she
I
called
don't
those
doubt it.
Brody
touchdowns.
Carr just couldn't do it. No, but like BC High is notoriously a legit team.
Yeah.
So seeing you guys play a team like that and then coming out on top, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, like I said, the boys played really hard, and they practiced hard, and it showed, and it's a senior group. It's a very veteran group, so we're starting to come into our own, but we, again, want to play our best football towards the end of the year. Hopefully the last game in Foxborough, we'll see. You never know.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That kind of segues into cheer. We have 2 weeks and 2 days until CCL Championships. We'll get the girls in for an episode soon.
And we saw a little cheer at the rally.
Oh, we did.
We saw a little something
That was
going
our
on.
halftime.
I have to say, when I was watching too, I'm like I have all these girls in class, and I'm like, they can do that many flips. It's insane. I'm like, I was like, no way.
Staring down
Right?
Caroline the whole time. It was so
Yes,
funny.
I made direct eye contact. I was like,
Oh gosh.
It's good work.
Girls cross country, they're 3-0. They're currently 10th, but every single team above them is also 3-0. So I'm expecting to see a little climb for them. And then boys cross country, they are currently not ranked, but those are all legit teams. I think they all are within one with each.
Yeah. There's a ton of good competition, I know, for both boys and girls. So we'll see where it nets out.
We'll keep them going. They just had their senior night this week. That was the game of the week.
Yep.
Very fun. And that leads us into volleyball.
Yes.
Who's been killing it.
Yes.
So Caroline, you guys are currently ranked 17.
Yeah.
You guys just had a huge sweep at Canton. What's the vibe on the team? What's going on?
So Wednesday was a really good feeling. I think this year sort of we've been talking about mental toughness, I think, is the biggest thing, and what it takes to beat these really good teams. And I feel like 2 days ago was a step in the right direction. We kind of just remained dominant the whole time, keeping focus, which is honestly really hard. I feel like that's one of the things people don't know about volleyball is how much focus it is. And I feel like that's something that we've worked on a lot, and it felt really good to win yesterday. I mean,
Nice.
2 days ago. Sorry, I don't know. I keep saying that.
Maybe we should start from the top. Maybe Caroline's career in
Yes.
volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
I need to hear. I also see all the what was it, like the baby photos or something.
Yes, we
That's
do that this
That's
year.
a lot
do you
of
guys
fun.
like that?
I think it's funny because I'm like,
it's
who's
I'm
cute.
trying to guess.
Yes,
Exactly.
Has yours been up yet? I haven't
No,
seen
mine
it.
hasn't,
Okay.
because I like run it, so I feel awkward like doing myself.
No, you gotta
I'll
put
do
it up,
mine
'cause
the
I'm like,
last
oh,
one.
Caroline.
I'll
Do
do mine
yourself.
the last one,
Or like
yes.
for senior night?
Yes,
That'd be
yes,
so fun.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so what was your volleyball story? What's the
Okay,
origin story?
so I've been playing for 7 years now.
Okay.
I started in 6th grade.
At school or
Yes.
like a club?
It was
Okay.
like a clinic thing, sort of, and like my mom played through like high school and college, and she really encouraged me to do it. At first, I hated it. I never wanted to come back. I thought it was so hard. I thought I never was like gonna get it. I really didn't understand it, but I stuck with it through COVID, through everything, and then I ended up trying out my freshman year of high school. I was definitely intimidated by the program, but
okay.
and the rest is history. I
Nice.
guess. I mean, it's kind of a short summary of it, but
Well,
it's kind
That's
of
the summary.
It's fun. So what are the positions? Where do you play? We gotta start at the top.
yeah. I was gonna
We-
say I can.
We're
we
not
enjoy
we're
a
not
volleyball game, but we don't know what's
we're
going
not
on.
volleyball experts, but
So there's mainly there's 6 people on the court at a time,
Okay.
and there's different zones of the court, ranging from 1 to 6. So I won't get into that because that can get kind of confusing. But the
It already
setter is mainly think of them as like the quarterback of the team, like they're running the offense. So like anytime like there's a dig or like we have to transition to hit, they're the one like deciding where the ball is going, like what's the pace of the ball, what play are you gonna run.
this is the other isn't there like a different jersey?
Oh, that's a
Somebody-
libero.
Oh,
So the
shit, what
libero.
are we talking about?
Sorry,
Yeah.
wait. I used to
How
have
do you
this in
know
the
who
We
the
should
setter
have
is?
we should have had notes.
We need to like pull up like a roster and just be like them,
No,
them, them.
wait, I'm like doing a bad job explaining. But so the setter's that. The libero is opposite color jersey. They're like the leader of like the defense basically.
Okay.
So they're the one who's like always in service receive. They're never hitting. They're always in the back row. And
Hitting
they're
is
kind of
like when you hit it over the
yes,
like
yes,
spike it
yes.
over the okay.
Yes. So that's
That was pretty good.
yes. So libero, and then you can also be a DS, which is a defensive specialist. So you like go in for someone's back row.
Oh.
So those are the people mainly in the back row, and the setter's the leader of the offense. And then you'll have 3 hitters. You'll have your outside hitter, your middle hitter, and your right side. And they're usually like obviously scattered along the net in like that order. I'm an outside, so it's like when
Okay.
you're approaching. The main difference
On
is
the
like,
front?
Yes.
You're on the front? Okay.
So the pins are the right side, outside. They're like usually have like take a longer approach, and they're like on the outside. The middle is just right in the middle, and they usually take a shorter approach to the ball. So that's kind of the. Sorry if I like didn't simplify that at all.
No,
but
No,
I
that's-
didn't know it
you're
was
all
that
there, you're having
complex.
fun. It is pretty complex.
it is.
It
It can
reminds
be.
me of football when we have plays and we have setups. and
Yeah,
stuff
right.
like
I
that.
mean,
I mean, I guess I probably should have figured since you guys don't do like a change. Like you don't change your lines like you would for a football
No.
game,
No.
but like the offense and the defense are out at the same time
Yeah.
for everything.
No,
Yeah.
like
Which
they have
makes
very
sense
different
now.
roles. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, it was cool. The homecoming game was super fun.
Oh my gosh,
We
so
had like
fun.
so many people there.
Awesome.
It was so that it was so
loud.
good.
I'll see if I can put a video in, but
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
crazy.
It was really. really
How
good.
fun that was.
It was
Nice.
insane.
And then, speaking of homecoming, you guys also hosted Dig Pink last week for homecoming.
Yes.
Thought we were
How'd
gonna
it
win.
Yeah.
We did
It's
not.
a lot harder. Than,
Wow,
it is harder than
tough
it
week for the
looks.
seniors,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started. We also,
Yeah.
if anyone wants to know, we lost College Bowl.
Did you win the skit? I didn't see. I think
We
so,
did.
right? Okay.
We did win the skit.
Good.
That's one thing
okay.
we won.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But everything else, no.
Yeah, well, the skits. That's the big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, so Dig Pink was so fun until we lost, and then we went to the losers bracket. Then we lost again. I was thinking Caroline as referee.
So you
would've-
play.
I-
You were the referee.
I
and you
was the
couldn't really
referee.
help.
I couldn't help them out, unfortunately. I wanted
They were
to.
beyond
I
help.
was thinking she could. No.
I wanted
But
to
it's fine.
help.
How was
but-
your volleyball experience then?
I think I played.
You did
great.
okay.
You-
Okay.
My
Yeah.
team,
You did.
Yeah, not so much.
Bridget and Peyton should just stick to their.
Peyton, shout out Peyton.
Shut up, Peyton.
Yikes. Yikes.
But yeah, who ended up winning Dig Pink?
Team Bamilla.
Yep.
Okay.
Put them in the front.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Like,
It
what are you
was-
gonna?
I
Who
was-
were
It's
there
so-
coaches or
Well,
were you?
we couldn't like coach, but like we refed, and then like I announced the,
No.
the
Yes, she
semifinals.
did.
Alrighty, we are starting with Team Orphanos and Team Duffy. Woo!
live from Dig Pink. This is craziness. We have
Jace, you gotta rotate.
Team Orphanos versus Team Duffy. Wait, we'll flip the camera. I don't know if they can see. I have Team Orphanos losing.
Team Orphanos losing as well.
Let's see. Say hi.
Hi. Finals.
Good.
So we watched all that, and then
Oh my god, that just scared me. Me too. I was like, what were we talking about? Dig Pink.
Dig Pink.
So yeah, it was not good. How do you win against Brody Bamella?
it's so
Yeah.
funny watching them like play though, because they just know nothing, like nothing about the technique or anything. It's all just
It's just all just like hammer the ball over
Exactly.
and like try to jam it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But good cause, right? It was a
Yes,
good cause.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing that fundraiser?
since way before I got here. So it's kind of like it's beyond like fan volleyball. It's like a thing that like all the volleyball community does in October, mainly because it's like when everyone's season is. And yeah, we raise a ton of money every year. Every game, every school has a game dedicated to Dig Pink, and they do their own, like, we sell like baked goods or whatever, but other schools do different things, and it's for a really good cause. So
Yeah,
awesome.
It was really fun. I loved that.
What's on the docket for the rest of the season then? A few more games,
yes,
playoffs.
so we actually have a really big game coming up next week. It's
Okay.
our game of the week versus OA.
Nice.
We're so excited for that. We also have Cardinal Spelman on Tuesday, but we're mainly excited for OA. And then after OA, we play Brookline, which is also going to be a really good team. So we're super excited for that.
When do your playoffs start?
They'll start. So our last game's Westwood, the 24th, I believe, and right after, immediately following that week, is when playoffs start. The bracket will be released, and we'll know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
We might have to have multiple episodes because
Yes.
hopefully all these
Yes.
teams are going.
Yeah.
A lot of
'Cause
success.
I feel like we'll have all the teams done by the time playoffs start, and then
Yeah, by the time the October really ends.
exactly, and
Yeah.
then we'll get everyone back in for round 2, which will be really fun. I know last year you guys were in playoffs, and then it was a rough loss. So how have you guys been preparing to come back?
Yeah,
make it
I
farther?
feel like last year, I was kind of talking about this earlier, but I feel like we didn't really tap into not the mental side of it, but it was we've been working a lot more in practice to kind of get over both physical things and mental things. In practice there's a big emphasis on this is really hard right now, but this is preparing you for the game. And I feel like last year we didn't so much focus on that. We'd focus on just skill, and I feel like this year there's been a huge emphasis on it takes so much more focus to win a hard game. It takes so much more toughness to win a hard game, and I feel like that's really been preparing us, and we've seen it in the way we've faced hard opponents so far. So I would say that's the biggest way we've kind of altered our practices.
Nice.
I love
better
getting the
prepare us.
mental side from all these.
We get it from
There's
all the teams.
such-
Bridget
yeah.
mentioned it, Lainey mentioned
Yeah.
it, and it's
It's
such a
all
big
the
part.
same, but it's also different, which I think
Yes.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Because you guys are talking about mental toughness. I know Bridget was talking about tuning everything out.
Yes.
And then Lainey was something about how you win now, but what you do now depends. I don't even.
It kind of helps you
it
into
builds,
the future, and it
exactly.
builds, and you have to.
You win in
can't.
practice.
You can't avoid those steps on the ladder.
Yeah.
You got to kind of continue
Exactly.
to jump up. Yeah.
Which I think is so cool, getting all the different mentalities.
Yeah.
That's that's been my favorite part so far.
So when you guys practice, then how do you practice different aspects of techniques? Do you sort of scrimmage?
Yeah.
How does it go on the court? Because you only have so much area.
Yeah, well, there's so much. This is also one thing about volleyball. There's so many minor details and that people don't even, not people don't know about, but there's just so many things
You don't
that you would
recognize.
never think of,
Yeah.
and that we have to pay so much attention to. And it's really just focusing on those small details, being in the net. And we do this drill called somebody's running. So it is really
Explain. Now I'm
now I
intrigued.
wanna
So it's
know.
basically in serve receive, it's when you're obviously receiving a serve from the other side.
Yes.
There's 3 people in the back row, and either the server's running or the passer ends up running because of either a bad pass or a bad serve, but it both equally pushes the passer to compete as a passer and the server to serve tough.
This is the studio stuff. Don't worry about it.
Shamrock of the month.
Yeah, we're
Shamrock of the month, thank you. So I don't even know where I was going with that, but I would say that's a really good one because it's just I don't know, it's about competing against your teammates, but also competing competing against yourself.
Yeah.
I would say is the biggest thing.
Get better, get
Yeah.
details. You should have you talk to the football team. That's like everything we try to tell them.
You can be their guest speaker.
But
Maybe
it's
I should.
yes, but it's like these small things, and we talk a lot about this. It's these really details that it might be just like turning your body this way or that way, or shooting your hand, or be physical in different ways in football. So it's kind of like we need to figure these out so they are second nature when we get to those really tough games.
Yeah.
When you're not going to have time to think about it. You don't anyways, but you're really when the pressure's on.
Yeah, that's totally with us too. Just like building good habits, like transitioning off the net, like the way you serve, the way you contact the ball. It's all just like repetition. But in order to get like so that it's second nature, you have to just do it over and over and over again. That's like the main basis of volleyball. Just practice, repeat over and over again.
Yeah, definitely the details. Even for cheer too, like when we've been repping comp stuff, you can't think about, oh, my hand needs to be perfectly turned this way on her foot. Like I'm having an entire person above me, like my hand.
That's insane.
You can't think about that. You have to think about like the bigger thing, which I think. I mean, you guys just brought up too. Like you have to think about the little details now, so that when you go into it later,
Yeah.
it's like
flows.
second nature.
Yeah.
Which I mean is impressive when it's all done the right way.
There's so much energy in the volleyball too. I went to a game last year, first game I went to, and there's just so much like hype and positive energy, and the girls screaming, like
Yeah.
going back and forth, like after every point. I think it's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's something that we really focus on in our gym. It's just, like, positive energy because volleyball is such a game of momentum.
Yeah.
Like, you can have, like, you can't get too high, you can't get too low because, like, stuff's going to happen that's out of your control. So I just feel like maintaining, like, positive energy throughout the whole thing helps the team as a whole. It just helps everyone.
I would agree.
I agree. I feel like trust too. Like you guys talk about energy so much, but then even in the volleyball games I've gone to, I've just been thinking like, oh, how did she know that she was gonna hit the ball like right to that
Yes,
point? In the
I have
game?
all those questions
How did
too.
you know that you weren't gonna actually get the ball all the way over the net so that you could go spike it? Like, how do you guys practice trusting each other?
It sounds like such a basic answer, and like I just said that, but it's literally just repetition over and over and over again. Passing a ball a million times, hitting to that spot a million times, like, and then like you therefore like enable trust within your teammates. It's like, oh, I know that she like is working on that and she looks like she's got it. Oh, I know I can trust my setter who's gonna like set me up every time so that I can hit this exact spot. It's just all like a chain reaction. Like every single action you do has to be followed by somebody else who knows exactly what they're doing.
Can you, as the spike, who's the one that spikes? Is it a spiker?
hitter, yeah,
Hitter,
yeah.
okay, yes. See, we're learning this stuff. So can you like kind of get in the zone where like in basketball you're hitting a bunch of shots
Yeah.
and you're kind of feeling hot? Same thing?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely you can get in the zone. Like I feel like when you're like in like a flow or like just like the way you're hitting, like when I'm like transitioning fast to the ball, like it's like the best feeling. Like when you're
Yep.
just like over and over and over again, then you can like mix up your shots. Like you can go like hard cross or you can go line or you can throw in a tip. Like all of
You
that.
know that?
I need to
Sorry, there's
I
so
was
much-
just gonna
there's
say
so
that. You
much,
beat me
like,
to it.
I know there's so much like
Need a
I'm
glossary.
sorry.
Maybe you
but-
can run like a glossary down, like
I know,
tips.
maybe I should.
Caroline,
I can teach a
like
class.
like in the credits,
I
we
could
gotta do
teach a
credits
class.
in the
Yes, volleyball fundamentals.
Uh,
I should teach that.
Yes, yes.
Is there ever like a project you could do?
I
feel
can
like
have her do
someone
something
has
in class.
like that. Like a project on any topic, and you need to just explain every volleyball term.
Oh my gosh, it would take so long.
We'll put it
I
into
could
the
do
final
though.
for the bananas.
I could. Oh my gosh, the bananas.
Caroline's in a business fundamentals. The Savannah Bananas is her team.
It's
I love the Savannah
Oh
Bananas.
yeah,
You should.
I run the business.
Yeah, she's
I
the
did.
business. Yeah, CFO. What are you, CFO
Yeah.
or something?
Have you been?
I have not. I've seen them on TV, and I've watched a bunch of the stuff of the creators from the
Yes.
Boston area.
Bring your kids. It's
So
so
good.
fun.
Have you been?
good.
I went like this year. I'm like a
Really?
16-year-old
Did you go to
kid.
Fenway?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
It was so
Super
fun.
serious.
And
Yeah.
everyone, they didn't hear the end of it. I was telling them everything. I was like, oh my gosh. And then they caught bananas in their
I
shirts.
loved
And
it.
then this guy came over here. And they have no
No,
clue
but it's
what
so
I'm talking about.
interesting to do
So
because I
fun.
researched it in class.
Yeah,
so
well,
that was
she'll
awesome.
tell you
Yeah, I
all
know.
about it. Trust me, I make them do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know how we got talking about Savannah Bananas. Sorry. That's my fault.
Always
Little
good stuff.
sidetrack.
Always good stuff. Do you have anything else on volleyball?
I'm good. I mean, so we talked about finishing the regular season strong. Hopefully, going on a little bit of a playoff run. What are some of your favorite memories of like being on the volleyball team?
Oh wait, that like makes
Cue
me
it,
sad.
cue it. We're trying to get
I would
tears on this.
say-
That's how you get viewers,
Stop.
right? It's
I
crying.
would say just like seeing the way like I've been able to grow in my skill and also like leadership. Like I feel like when I was a freshman, I like looked up so much to the leaders in the program because there is such an emphasis on leadership and like building strong players but also strong leaders. I feel like being able to watch myself, and also like shout out to my co-captain Ella, because we met the first day of tryouts, and like now she's my co-captain, and we've both like watching her grow too through like both the game and just like as a leader has been really fun to watch. And I would say just like the big games that we won. I remember like my sophomore year when we won against OA. That was a huge game. Barnstable, we won against Barnstable that year. Such an amazing game, and just like the energy that you get from win like that is like nothing else. And that sounds so cringy and corny, I know. But
no, that was the theme.
It's true.
I'm
like,
even thinking about Bridget talking about that, and Lainey talking about, because we've had leaders on this podcast, which has been fun.
And they all talk about like, you know, like the winning feeling is great, but then it's like all the other stuff too,
Yes.
like your team bonding and
Yes.
like those like, you know, those like rough practices, no one wants to be there, but
No.
you all bond over the fact that
we've
no one
had,
wants to be there.
we've had a lot of those, but it all helps us in the end.
Exactly. I think it all just builds community, which is really, really fun, and you definitely see it on the court.
That's what we do on the Scoop too, just building community around the school.
Aww.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't know. I mean, in terms of volleyball, game of the week, everyone show up. The theme is blackout.
I don't remember. I think it might have gotten changed, but I think it's blackout.
We'll put it in the
It might be
post-production.
We'll put it up.
We'll edit
We'll
it
update
in.
you.
But volleyball, huge game of the week next week. Everyone show up. It's gonna be fun. The games have been so fun already, even without like the big promo that comes with being game of the week. So I'm excited to see how many people show up to that.
Maybe some interviews around the game
Definitely,
too. Yep,
definitely.
nice.
That was my first interview.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
that
with
was
the
our
Scoop.
first game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
But yeah, volleyball. We have every other sport has games next week.
We're gonna
so
be busy,
There's always
Ava.
something to do.
This is
Get
our
busy.
busy season. This is our busy season.
It's real.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of it.
That's it.
The past 2 weeks have been crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Homecoming's over.
Yep, homecoming's over, and now we're cruising towards the end of the first quarter, and seniors are having fun and doing a great job around campus. So yeah,
Yeah, it's been fun.
so
It's been
we'll
fun.
have
I'm
plenty more
excited.
updates, that's for
I'm
sure.
excited for what's next. You guys make sure to tune into the Scoop. Next week we have a big episode. The week after we have a big episode for CCLs. There's always a big episode. That's basically what I'm getting at. But this is the Scoop. I'm Ava Hanley.
Coach OB.
I'm Caroline.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.